Hi everyone, welcome to Cluck Farm Chickens. Today we're going to be looking at how often should I worm my chickens. So I get asked this question quite a lot, especially when people are buying chickens or starting out with chickens, and it's how often should you worm them? Well, the answer is that it's quite simple. When they have worms, um, you don't need to just do a routine worming of chickens. It's the chemicals used. I mean, it is a poison. It's quite harsh on the birds. It does give them diarrhea and other stomach upsets. If they're laying hens, the medicine actually goes through into the egg, so you can't eat the eggs for the period that they're on the medicine, and you also have to have a weaning off period of about 5 days to make sure that it's all gone through the system of the bird. So you do have to be careful with that. But it's a little bit like you don't take a paracetamol just in case you've got a headache. You take one if you've got a headache. So only ever worm your birds if they have worms. So how do you know they got worms? Well, the obvious way is actually in their droppings, in their poop. You'll see them. It's not actually that common. People say like, oh, they get worms all the time. They really don't. We've never ever had it, not once. Now, they pick up worms from things like slugs and snails, so that could be why we've never had them, because I'm not sure why. It's probably to do with the years of chemical spraying and whatever before we took over this land. But on this farm, there isn't a single slug or snail anywhere to be seen. In your garden, that's going to be quite unusual, so there will be slugs or snails, so therefore increasing the risk, I suppose. They can also get them from wild birds like pigeons, in the droppings of wild pigeons, and they see the worm wriggling in the poop and they eat it because they're disgusting, and that's what they do. So throughout this video I'm going to put a few pictures up and that, so you can see what to look for. But if you ever notice anything like that in the poop, then they do need worming. The other telltale sign is the bird becomes quite listless, becomes quite sort of withdrawn, dopey in itself. All this nice red goes, a bit like the cheek colour there. It loses a lot of the red colour, goes quite pale. Harder to spot on the birds that have the black wattles and combs, but it is quite noticeable on the red ones. It goes quite quite a greyish sort of colour. So really, yeah, that's it. There's no need to do it every 6 weeks, every 2 months. I've heard some mad things. To be honest, you'll end up killing your bird doing that. It's not a healthy practice. So yeah, short and simple answer really. Worm your birds when they have worms. We've been Cluck Farm Chickens. See you on the next one.